Yo, what's the word, TTP Nation, man? We back at it again with another video. Make sure I hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Today's video, I'll be telling y'all how God changed my life for the better, for real, in a matter of 1 year. It took 1 year. There's more good years to come, because I'm gonna be honest, 2024, W year so far. It's been a W year. It's only September, October, November, December. Still got 3 months. Anything can happen, man. Now, if y'all don't know who I am, you feel me? Like I said, my name Real, Rello, DJ, whatever you want to call me. Welcome to TTP Nation, man. Make sure I hit that subscribe button and watch the video all the way through. We almost had 100 subs. We had 92 subs right now, bro. We trying to hit 100 subs, trying to get back on that top. Without further ado, let's get straight to this banger, man. From last year, I'm gonna just take y'all back to 2022 when I graduated high school. Graduated high school in 2022. I was in ROTC for 4 years. All 4 years I was in ROTC. I did not want to be in ROTC at all whatsoever. I was forced into ROTC. My parents wanted me to do it, you know. They wanted me to be in the military so bad. I was not with that. I didn't want to be in the military, but people push things on you so much. You start to like get brainwashed a little bit into thinking that you want to do whatever they try to push on you. It was a certain point where I actually did want to go to the Air Force. I literally, at graduation, I told them to put my name down, to say the name of the people that's going to the military. Where when they said my name at graduation, it was like, DJ Frazier, stand up for the military, for the Air Force. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. They just said my name, and I don't even want to do this. It was crazy, bro. So I'll say last year, around March, April-ish, is when I decided to tell them that I didn't want to go to the Air Force. All hell broke loose. That's all I'm going to say. All hell broke loose. Then on top of that, I quit Julasco without a notice. That was my first time ever doing that because the job made me depressed. Bank account was negative, bills was coming in, but I knew that I had, but you know, I just took a leap of faith and I did it because the job made me depressed, you know, and I didn't like being at the job no more. God took care of me, you know. I was working at Target literally 2 weeks later. Then 3 weeks later, I got fired from Target. And then that's when my parents ultimately had kicked me out the house. They was like, basically, we're tired of you. They kicked me out, you know. Then I went to go stay with my auntie. Things was going good, you feel me? Until they weren't going good. Like, that's all I could pretty much say. Things were going good until they weren't going good, you know. Once I told my parents that I didn't want to go to the Air Force, that's when my life started to, my purpose of me living on this earth started to really come into effect, and things started really coming into effect when I told my parents I didn't want to go to the military. Because a lot of kids are in college right now, or a lot of kids are in the military, or a lot of kids are stuck doing something right now that they don't want to do. They're just doing it because they make their parents happy instead of what make them happy. That's a big step. A lot of people want to do things to make their parents happy. No, I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and then when I'm successful in what I do that makes me happy, then I will make y'all happy, you know. Y'all gonna genuinely be happy because the type of person and type of man I've become, you know. With all that being said, my auntie had kicked me out the house, but like, it just wasn't like a regular kick out, you know. It was tough, you know, and considering that I was in the hood too, and I come back, all my bags are on the porch and stuff like that, man. And going back home, this was last year in July. Keep tabs on these videos. I'll keep tabs in this video, keep tabs on what I'm saying to y'all. So last year in May, I got kicked out. All these things that happened in between this time period, from May all the way until around this time, September, today's September 1st, all those things that happened last year, they happened this year again in a positive way. May got kicked out. June was staying with my auntie. End of June, got kicked out. Didn't know where I was gonna go. This was the first time I didn't know where I was gonna go. I went straight to my parents' house. I had to work 2 jobs, you feel me? This was me last year around the summertime, around the same time, and this was me this year. Now that I'm living in Houston, that's me. Y'all could tell the difference, man, of how I look, how more healthier I look, you know, and how God changed my life just the way that I look. I got kicked out, you know, again. Like I said, I was forced to work 2 jobs. I was working Julasco and Menards. I had to get up at 4 a.m. Things that I just didn't want to do, you know. But in the process, it was teaching me a lot of things. Learned how to take the bus. You know, even though my dad was my dad, or is my dad, even though he's the way he is, taught me a lot of things that made me become, it's a part of the reason why I'm the man that I am now. But, you know, learned how to fend for myself, you know, things that a man should know and do. That's how I could put that. All of this happening, yes, I was depressed. I was like at the lowest point of my life, mentally and spiritually. Internally, externally, it just wasn't looking too good. But now that I look back at it, you feel me? Everything happens for a reason, bro. God really just changed my life completely in a year. Now, like I said, 4 a.m. I had to get up, go to Menards. Now mind y'all, at the time I had no money. Literally, I had no money. I was not working when I was living with my auntie. I did, but I could say I messed that up, you know. I was doing construction, didn't like that. Worked at her friend's smoothie shop, didn't like that. Messed those up. But I don't want to say mess it up because everything happened for a reason, you know. Literally everything happens for a reason. Literally everything. 4 a.m. got up, go to Menards from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then, even though I lived literally 5 minutes from my job, I was taking a bus. And sometimes I would miss the bus, then I had to wait for another bus. Or sometimes I would have to walk home, and that would take like 45 minutes to an hour. Then I want to get home to like 10. Now mind you, I'm doing that 6 days out the week because my position, I was doing that 6 days out the week, waking up at 4 a.m. You feel me? I would be lucky if I could fit like squeeze to make some content in there. By this time, I don't have a room. I don't have my own room. I'm not gonna leave out no details. I didn't have my own room. They done made my room my sister's room. Not even a month of me being kicked out the house. Like, I'll say like a week, they transformed my room completely. I went back home and my room was girled out. I can't make this up, bro. And I had no room. I was sleeping in the front room, sleeping on the couch. I had no game system. A lot of things that I was normally used to having, I didn't have. I guess I wasn't grateful of those things, and now I am. Y'all see, I have my own bed. I'm starting to gain things back that I had, but now I'm more grateful, you feel me? Now I'm more grateful that I have a bed, you know. I'm more grateful that I have a dresser, I have a little desk, I have a chair to sit in, I got a working phone, I got clothes on my back. A lot of these things I didn't have, and it got to the point where I was going outside and just walking. Literally, I was just walking outside just to pass up time because I didn't want to be at my parents' house because it was just so depressing that I was backing out. It felt like I was just back at square one, and it was the most depressing thing ever. I was like, dang, I got my own room no more. I got to hear my parents nagging at me all day, all night, every single day, 7 days a week, 365. I got to hear them nagging in my ear. I don't want to hear that no more, you feel me? Speaking all this negative stuff about me, I don't want to hear that. Things started to line up a little bit, me getting on top of myself. Like, in that time span, I had a lot of time on my hands. Literally, I had a lot of time on my hands, bro. Well, outside of me getting kicked out after I got fired from Menard, that same day I had to go at Jewel Osco. I had to go to work at Jewel Osco that same day, literally. I'm already knowing what the deal is. My parents finna kick me out. It's over with. Like, my dad, like, I can't go back. He told me to pack my stuff and I had to get out, you know? So I went to the gym. I showered at the gym. After I got off work from Jewel Osco, I had no idea where I was gonna go, bro. A lot of y'all think that y'all have it tough, bro. You feel me? Well, there's always somebody that has it worse than you, but like a feeling of not knowing where you're gonna go, bro. That's one of the worst feelings ever, because I genuinely didn't know. So when I got off work at Jewel Osco, I chilled at White Castles for some hours, probably about like 4-5 hours. I chilled there, wasted about $40 because I was just eating because I was bored and depressed. You know, I was eating a lot back then. And from the 2 pictures that I showed y'all could tell I lost weight in my face, you feel me? And I look more healthier now. I ended up going to my old friend's crib in August. Mind you, August. Like I said, keep tabs of these things. I was sleeping on the hardwood floors. I really didn't realize, now that I'm grateful for everything and I look back, I realized that I wasn't grateful for anything, but I thought I was though. The way God works is he would take away everything to teach you a lesson that will help you keep everything when you actually get it. Like with the whole money situation, you would rather have God humble you now rather than you making it, having everything that you desired, and then you losing it all because you're not humble and you're not grateful, and he'll give it to the next person that is. That's how it works, literally. Now let's fast forward to this year. Like I said, last year in May, kicked out my parents' house. This year in May, I voluntarily moved out my parents' house. My plans weren't to move out, actually. I just needed a break. I went to my auntie house and I spent the night, and then she was like, hey DJ, you want to move back in? I'm like, what? Is the sky blue? Like, is the sky blue? I obliged. I said yes immediately. I was staying there. May, I was there like the last week of May. And this time too, I had a full-time job. I was working at FedEx. Another blessing that God gave me. I was working at FedEx. Last year when I got kicked out, I had no job. I was down bad. This time I was working at FedEx, making $22 an hour. I was getting paid every week, getting $700 checks every week. In Chicago, that's amazing money. For real, for real. I remember that's when I took my trip to Houston. Again, another blessing. Last year around that time, I did not imagine me taking my first trip by myself because it was just like, it's no way, you feel me? That's another blessing God gave me. Things started to open up because my heart changed, my intentions changed with everything. You saw how hard I was working. I was getting little signs that it was meant for me to move here. If y'all don't remember me from my old channel, I wanted to go to Atlanta so bad, bro. I wanted to move to Atlanta. I started seeing signs of Atlanta and everything, but then I started seeing more realistic signs of Houston. like meet like living situations, jobs, transferring, all these other things. So I went to Houston at the end of June, my bad. At the end of June, I went there. I went there at the end of June, and from June 24th to July 3rd, I was here in Houston, and I was like, yo, it's meant for me to move here. This is amazing. Like, this is amazing, you know? Like, you're talking to the same kid that didn't know where he was gonna go, dang near living in White Castles for a day. Shoot, took a shower in the gym, you feel me? Sleeping on hardwood floors, you know, getting kicked out the house 3-4 times in a matter of like 4 or 5 months, having to work 2 jobs that he didn't want to work, you feel me? Parents nagging in his ear, all type of stuff. You're telling me, bro, took a plane, got my own Airbnb, you feel me? I'm kicking it with the guys I used to play the game with. I'm like, bro, and then I met my girlfriend too this year. I'm like, bro, this year is going good. Like, it's September 1st, bro, and I'm thinking like, bro, this year is actually going pretty good, you know? When I came back to Chicago, July 3rd, I came back to Chicago. I was so depressed, literally. I was like, yo, I have to hurry up and go to Houston, bro. I have to hurry up. I was like, get it, I'm gonna go August 1st. I'm just gonna take that risk and go. August 1st, I'm gone. From July 3rd all the way till July 31st, that's a whole month. For that whole month, I was working 3 shifts every single day. I was getting 50-hour weeks. 50-hour weeks, 60-hour weeks. My last week at FedEx, I worked 65 hours, and I had about $1,300 in my bank account, and that's more than a lot of people, because I know people that have moved to different cities like LA, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta with only gas money. God has definitely blessed me. You feel me? Like, y'all should see the house that I'm in. The house that I'm in is gigantic, bro. I got me a living space. I'm learning how to cook now. I got my own room, you know, I got clothes on my back, consistent clothes on my back. I got a job that I'm thankful for, you know, even though I don't like working a 9 to 5, it's doable for right now. It's doable for right now. I got my own bed, you feel me? I got a clean bathroom. I got transportation. It's nothing that I could complain about, bro. That's how God changed my life in a year. Make sure I hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'm out, y'all.